Hi everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the second half of the reading rush. This is my vlog for the second half of the week, so if you want to see my first half of the week, I'll link it in the description for you to go watch before this, so it gives a bit of context. As you saw if you watched that vlog, yesterday I finished Call Me By Your Name, was completely destroyed and crying for hours, so I didn't read much afterwards. However, after I signed off, I did read a bit of this, so I'm on page 65. I plan to finish this today. I also plan to get a little bit more of On a Sunbeam done, which is my outside book. I didn't get any of this done yesterday because I was crying over Call Me By Your Name, but I do need to get a good chunk done of this. I'm really enjoying it, so it shouldn't be a struggle. Aside from that, aside from reading, plans for today are basically to finish editing last week's vlog. I want to get it up by about lunchtime today. So I've got a fair ways to go. It's gonna be fairly long, I think. Apart from that, I don't think I have any plans for today, so I'm just gonna get reading. So it's just gone 1 o'clock and I've just finished The Weight of the Stars by cameronn, and overall I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It wasn't as good as The Wicker King, but I didn't really expect it to be because I'm more interested in The Wicker King's subject matter. This is about a girl called Brian, who is an orphan, and she lives with her younger brother and his son, and she's always been really interested in space. And one day a girl whose mother was kind of caught in a scandal when she went to space comes to her school, and they make friends and kind of fall in love. And it's about figuring out what happened to this new girl's mum and stuff like that. It's interesting. It's quite a slow, melancholy feel to it, which I liked, I think. It didn't work as well in this as I think it worked in The Wicker King. cameronn's writing style was perfect for The Wicker King and not as perfect for this book, but it was still good. Do you agree? Jess is here, by the way. Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. But I definitely liked it overall. I wasn't fully invested. I didn't, I wasn't crying or anything like I was with Call Me By Your Name, but I did really enjoy it. I'm now going to keep reading On a Sunbeam by Tilly Walden. I'm really enjoying this so far. As I said, I haven't read any of it since I last talked about it, but I'm going to keep reading it. You just finished the book, right?
I just finished Girls, Paper and Fire, and it was very good. I liked it a lot. I was shook at the ending, and I might get the next book.
Okay.
It was very good, yeah. I like the world.
You like the world building?
Yeah.
I did as well. I think that was my favourite part.
Yeah, and I've just started Girl Man's Art, so I'm on my 6th one now.
You're on your 6th one. I'm on my 5th one. So you're a bit in front of me. Rats. Let's keep reading so I can catch up. It's about 5:30 now, and to be honest, not a lot has happened reading-wise since we last spoke. Stuff has happened outside of that though. I managed to finish editing the vlog for the first half of the week and upload that, so that's done. I also went for a drive with my mum because I'm learning. Jess and I also watched a couple of episodes of The Good Place because she's watching it, and whenever I see her rewatching it, always makes me want to watch it as well, so I got distracted. Also, I decided to not partake in the Instagram challenge for today. The challenge is to match a book to a background, and I find that really hard for some reason. I don't know why, and I'm such a perfectionist. I don't like anything I've tried to take today. And I did manage to get a little bit further with On a Sunbeam before the weather turned a bit sour, which is sad. I'm on page 180. But yeah, it just randomly started spitting, and I didn't want my book to get wet, and it was boiling as well. It was a weird mix. I decided to come inside and instead start one of the other 2 books I still have left to read. And I think I'm going to start The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm really scared to start this book because it's a classic and so well loved, and I really want to love it too, and I'm scared that I won't. But hopefully I will. There's no reason that I wouldn't, so I'm excited about this. It's about 11:30, and to be honest, I haven't done a lot of reading since we last spoke. I've just been watching TV with my sister. There's been a new BitLife update, so me and Jess were doing a little competition to see who could earn the most money, because why not? I did read a tiny bit of Dorian Gray. I'm here, so I'm on page 32. I don't have a lot to say at the moment, but I am enjoying it so far. I really like the writing. It's quite complex, but it's beautiful. It's really good. I'm just gonna go to sleep because I'm really tired. Hopefully, my plan is for tomorrow to really jump back on the train, both with reading and vlogging, because I keep forgetting to vlog and then not having anything to say because I haven't been reading. I don't know what the Instagram challenge is going to be. I should have looked it up, but I definitely want to participate in that because I didn't today. Tomorrow, I hope, will be a good day. Hello all, it is the next day. It's Friday. And after saying last night that I really needed to get back on the reading horse and try really hard, this morning I have absolutely not done that. I literally just had a completely lazy morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I slept quite late. And for the rest of the morning I've just been mucking around on Wattpad, catching up on some stuff. And now it's almost 11:45 and I have not read anything yet this morning. I did read more than I thought I did yesterday. I read almost 400 pages yesterday, so that's okay. But I do need to finish Picture of Dorian Gray, and I've got quite a lot left, and it's quite slow because I find classics quite hard to read. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. I also want to get a lot more done of On a Sunbeam today, maybe even finish it, but probably not. I'm going to definitely focus on the Picture of Dorian Gray and see how I get on. In case you're curious, this is what my Reading Rush website thing looks like at the moment. I've read almost 1,500 pages, and those are the books I've read so far. So I think I'm actually doing pretty well. Also, here's an overview of all the badges I've earned. So obviously all the ones with the green tick I've got. So I haven't done the book club. I need to read a book completely outside of my house, which is On a Sunbeam, and I need to read the book from the genre, which is Picture of Dorian Gray, and The Different Continent, which is Bunny, which is upstairs, and then obviously read 7 books and do all of them. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well. So I just posted the Instagram challenge for today, which was to take a photo of a book stack. I'll put it right here. This is a stack of all the books I talked about in last week's video, which was my favourite books of all time. So if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. I'm now outside, as you can see, with Pepper. And so I'm going to keep reading On a Sunbeam. I got a fair few pages into the Picture of Dorian Gray, and I'm really liking it so far, more than I thought I would. I thought I would be like struggling through it, but I'm having a really good time with it. I mean, I am finding it quite hard to read just because it's a classic and the writing style is quite old and pretentious. But apart from that, I'm loving it. I think it's great. I've like laughed out loud at multiple points, so that's great. I'm having a good time with it. I'm excited to keep going, but I needed a bit of a break from the heavy sort of classic writing style, so I'm going for On a Sunbeam, see how much of this I can get. So I've just stopped for lunch. I made myself a pizza pocket and I got 320 pages into On a Sunbeam. I'm here, so I'm more than halfway through now, and I'm loving this book so much. The plot has been fully established now and it's so interesting. I'm really invested. I want to know what happens, so my intrigue is really high. I love the art style. I mean, look at the front cover, it's gorgeous. And all the characters are really interesting and dynamic. They don't feel flat at all, which sometimes happens with graphic novels because they go by so quickly. I feel like I don't get acquainted with the characters, but I feel like I know these ones pretty well. I also really like how it plays with timeline. I love books that like flash forward and come back. So there's a present timeline and then there's a 5 years ago timeline. And it's done really well. I like how it's made obvious, but it's also subtle. I also really love the world building, even though calling it that sounds strange, as it's the universe, not just one world, but it's done really well. I think Tilly Walden did a really good job. I'm really invested. I'm really excited to keep going, but for now I'm going to eat my pizza pocket, and then I think I'm going to put this down and read some more of The Picture of Dorian Gray and see how far I can get with that. So I was just scrolling through Twitter, Jess is here by the way, and I realised that the third round of the Raedathon hosted by JD Ray Reads is happening tomorrow. If you don't know, it's a 24-hour readathon hosted from midnight to midnight UK time, and it's happening tomorrow. I've not participated in it before, but I've always wanted to, and I thought, well, considering it's also the reading rush and I'm going to be reading all day anyway, what's not a better time to do a 24-hour readathon? I've done 2 24-hour readathons in the past, and I've always just done it by myself spontaneously. I've never done it as a fully fledged readathon with other people, so I'm really excited. What we're going to do, there's an Instagram live happening from 7 to 8, hosted by Ariel and Maylene, so I want to participate in that, and then go to sleep at 8, and then try and wake up again at 12, and
If that's actually going to happen.
we'll see if that's actually going to happen, but give it a go, and then try and read all day. Are you ready? Are you excited?
I'm no way going to be able to sleep at 8 though.
Yeah, Jess sleeps quite late. Well, are you going to give it a go?
I will try.
Heck yes, let's go. 8 o'clock, I'm in my pyjamas and I'm ready for bed to wake up bright and early, which is actually not even that late, at 12 o'clock to do the readathon. No promises are being made, but we'll give it a go. I'm super excited. I really hope I can do it. It should be a lot of fun. It's 12. We did it. I look disgusting, but it's done. We did it. Jess is here. I'm gonna keep reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. Almost on page 100. So I'm just over halfway through. See how much of this I can get done. Let's see when I finish this today. We're gonna get reading, see if we fall asleep. Hour 2, we're still going strong. We've come downstairs to be with the dog. You can't really see her, she's kind of too dark. We did get a bit distracted in the first hour. We were just stretching each other. We were a bit delirious because obviously it's quite early. I've got myself a Coke and I only managed to read like 10 pages, maybe even less than that. On page 107. I'm still enjoying it. Gonna keep reading. What are you reading?
I'm reading Our Own Pravinavas and I'm on page 46.
Are you liking it?
Not
You can
yet.
say no.
I just haven't really got into it yet and haven't really connected with the characters at all yet.
Yeah, I remember that book being
Yeah.
kind of meh for me.
Yeah.
So what book are you on now?
7.
Wow.
Last one. I might do 8.
This is my 5th, and then on a Sunday it's my 6th, and then Bunny will be my 7th. I think I can get an 8th then. I would if I kept talking. Let's go. So it's 4 o'clock now. Jess has left because she's a wimp. I just watched an Instagram live with Jade and Molly, which was tons of fun, and during that I managed to finish The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't have a lot to say about this that hasn't already been said, because obviously this is like a massively popular book, but I really enjoyed it. I loved it a lot more than I thought I would because it's a classic and I just generally don't enjoy classics that much, but this was great. I was really invested, and Dorian is such an interesting character. I know everyone says that, but he is. I really enjoyed the plot as well. I knew what the premise was, but I didn't know the exact plot, and I thought it was really interesting. I love this book. I'm really glad that I read it for this readathon, even though it took me longer than it should have. I really liked it. I can't wait to understand all the memes now in the dark academia community. I'm still partway through on a Sunbeam, but obviously as it's dark outside, I can't read that now. So I'm going to move on to my final book, which is Bunny, which is for the reader book that takes place on a different continent. And I'm very excited about this. I've heard really good things about it. And so I'm just, yeah, I'm going to get cracking. So it's about 6:30 and I'm definitely getting tired now. Pepper's completely zonked out, but I'm pushing through. I'm still reading Bunny. I'm about this far through. I'm on page 118 and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's weird, but in a really good way. I'm really intrigued. I don't quite understand what's going on, but it's like meant to be like that. It's meant to be confusing, and I really like it. I think it's really good. Like, I had a lot of people comparing it to Mean Girls, and I definitely get that vibe. It's really similar. It's like a creepy Mean Girls. That's how I would describe it. But it's like post-grad students instead of high school. I'm excited to keep going. That's all I have for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Chiming in to give an update as it's 9 o'clock now, and I'm still reading Bunny. I'm this far through. I'm on page 230, so over halfway now. I'm still really enjoying it. My feelings are basically the same as what I said beforehand. Tiredness wise, I think I'm doing okay. I did have a period of time where I was really tired and like dozing off a bit, but I'm feeling okay now. Feeling refreshed, vitalized. Obviously the sun is up now, but it's started to rain just slightly, so I still can't go outside and read on a Sunbeam, which is sad, as I wanted to read more of that because I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just gonna keep reading and see how I go on. It's almost 1 o'clock now, and as you can see, I got dressed. I took the Instagram challenge for today, which was to post a photo of your reading fuel. I struggled so much with this photo, and I don't know why. I'll put what I took here. It took me ages, and stressed. But I took it and I posted it, and that's done now. And I also finished Bunny. I don't know really how to feel about this. I really liked the first half, and I thought the concept was really interesting. The first half confused me in a good way. Like, I was intrigued. I wanted to know what was going on. But then the second half just kind of lost me a bit. It just got a bit too confusing, and I was confused in more of a way than a I'm intrigued way. I think it could have been creepier instead of just what's going on, confusing, weird. I don't know, it was almost there but not quite, and I don't quite know how to explain how I feel about it. I really liked the first half, but the second half kind of let it down for me. The writing was okay, the characters were fine. I did like the concept, but the second half just kind of wasn't executed very well, and it just made it a bit too confusing for me. So I think I'm gonna give this 3 stars. The first half I was thinking definitely 4 stars, but then the second half was just not as good, so you know, it's okay. So as you can see, I'm outside in my little reading spot because the weather's finally cleared up, but that means I can keep reading on a sunbeam, which I'm very excited about. Also, I know that Jade and Becca are going live now, so I'm going to join in with that live and read this as I go, and I'm very excited. It's 2 o'clock, the live just ended, and I just finished on a sunbeam. Not only was it an amazing 5-star read, but it also was my last TBR read. So I finished all 7 books. I loved this book. This was so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the art was incredible, and the writing, like the plot and the world building was amazing. Like the structure of this was great. I think I said this before, but I love how it split the timeline up and how it bounced between the timelines and how it revealed the information at the right pace was really nice. The characters were so good. I loved them. So I think Elliot was my favourite, and I really like their relationships. The relationship between Alma and Shah is so cute. I love the friendship between Mia and Elliot and Jules. It's so sweet. And obviously the relationship between Mia and Grace is great. Oh, this was so good. I just really cared, and that is what makes a 5-star book for me, when I really care about what's going on, and oh, I really cared about this. This was great. If you're into graphic novels and or sci-fi, I would definitely recommend this. So that's it. My Reading Rush TBR is done. Next is The Raven King, which is the sequel to the first book I read, The Foxhole Court. I'm excited about this. I want to see whether I like it or not, and it fits, I think, a couple of the challenges. So obviously it's not the colour of my birthstone. It fits the word the, not the movie prompt. I guess it's the first book I touched after I finished my TBR. It's the first book I'm touching, so that counts for that. Read outside. I could read outside, I suppose. I mean, it's kind of gross weather, but I could try. Read more of... What genre does this count as? I guess it's contemporary. I don't think that really counts for that. And it does count for set on a foreign continent because it's in America. It definitely counts for 3 challenges, and if I read outside it will count for 4. But they do say that you can bend the rules with that reading outside thing. So what I might just do is sit by my window or put on some sort of ASMR room and count that. Seems like a win-win to me. Let's do this. I'll keep you posted how I feel. Just timing in very quickly to say it's about 7:45 right now. I'm halfway through-ish The Raven King. I'm on page 138. I'm enjoying it so far more than I liked The Foxhole Court, which is what I thought I would feel, so I'm glad that I am. At the moment it's sounding about 4 stars, but I'm gonna try and finish this tonight so I can get as many pages as I possibly can racked up for the Raedathon. So I'm gonna go, time crunch! Quick update, because I'm a little bit behind because I got distracted by Instagram. I'm just over halfway through and I'm loving it so far, much more than the first one. I don't know what it was. I think I'm much more attached to the characters now. In the first one you don't really know any of the characters, as Neil, the main character, doesn't know them at all. So you don't know any of their motives and they just seem a bit weirdly rude. But on this one you get to know them better and all their personalities and all their motives, and it just makes it so much better, and that makes them so much more likeable. And now I've grown really attached to basically all of them. And I'm really invested. I want to know what happens. Like, I really want them to win their sport. Which I didn't really care about in the first book, but now I really do, because I like care about them and I want them to do well. I love how complex all the relationships are between them. In the first one they kind of just all hated each other, but now they're bonding more and it makes for such a better dynamic. I'm gonna get back to reading. I'm gonna update you at midnight when the Raedathon is over. It's almost 11:30 and I genuinely cannot stay awake a moment longer. I'm completely shattered and I'm not taking in any more of this book, so there's no point in me reading it. I would just have to reread it in the morning. I'm still really enjoying it. It got really sad, so I would definitely look up trigger warnings for this book before you read it. Definitely 100% do. I do have a couple of stuff I need to do tomorrow. I've got an acting class in the morning, so I'll probably do that before I talk to you. I also have a mini driving lesson just with my parents. I also really need to edit this vlog because I haven't started yet. Normally I try and do it as I go along, but I haven't been doing that. The thing I need to do is post on Wattpad. If you don't follow me on Wattpad, it's always in the description below. But I try and upload my current work in progress every Sunday, so I need to edit the chapter and post it tomorrow as well. Sunday's quite a busy day for me normally, but that's fine. I'm going to go to bed now because I'm exhausted, and I'll see you in the morning. Happy last day of the readathon! I can't believe it's the last day. It's so sad. Oh, I've had such a good time. Anyway, it's almost 12 o'clock now, I think. I have been awake, I've been busy. I had my drama class this morning, which was tons of fun. The plan for today, the rest of the day, is I need to edit and publish my chapter that's going up today. And I need to finish The Raven King. I've got a little bit left, so I'm definitely going to be able to do this. And I need to hopefully finish editing what I have of this vlog, which will take a long time, but that's okay. I'm going to start now with editing, get that out of the way, and then I can read. So I'm home now. I just went driving. Something else has happened that I need to do today. I've got an audition, so I need to self-tape for that, and I also need to edit and publish today's chapter of Be My Wings, which is the fanfiction I'm writing at the moment. What I'm going to do is do the self-tape now because that's urgent, and then I'm going to try and finish The Raven King, then I'm going to edit and publish the chapter, and then I might start something else. I think I'll have time. So it's almost 7 o'clock now. Wow, time has gone fast today. I don't know how that happened, but I finished doing the self-tape stuff, so that's all sent off and done, and I finished The Raven King. I really enjoyed it, like, so much more than the first one. And not that I didn't enjoy the first one, the first one was just meh, but this was really good. I was really invested. I basically stand by everything I said in my update, yesterday sometime. Oh, loved this. I think I'm gonna give it, it's not quite a 5-star, either 4 or 4.5. I'm not sure yet. At 7, Ariel and Raylene are doing an Instagram live that I really want to participate in. And I obviously need a book to read for that. And I think I'm going to start Dante's Inferno. I'm really excited about this. I mean, it's massive. I'm never going to finish it tonight. I still need to do that writing thing, but I often post quite late on the Sunday, not early, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna start this. So it's 11:30 now, and somehow the day has gone and I haven't done any reading. I mean, I realised that I had a huge assignment to do on this course I'm doing, so I had to do that and get that done, and it took like a couple hours, which is really annoying, but it's fine. It was fun. It's like a voluntary thing about Plato and shit, so I had a good time. But I forgot I had to do it, so I have to do that. I also forgot that tomorrow I have another acting class. This one's about Shakespeare, and I had to learn a monologue, or at least like research what my monologue was going to be. So I had to do that as well. So I did that, and then obviously I had to post the chapter of Be My Wings, which is the fanfiction I'm writing, and I didn't realise how much work I had yet left to do on that. That's published now, so that's fine. I also totally forgot to mention that I also did the Instagram challenge, which was to make books into a work of art, so here that is. And now I'm really tired, and I haven't read any of the Divine Comedy at all, so all I've read today is the last couple of pages of The Raven King. I guess that's it for today. I will come on again tomorrow to wrap everything up for you. Hello, I'm here to wrap up the reading rush, yay! I'm in a bit of a hurry because I've got a really busy day today and I need to edit this video as well. The first thing I read was The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakovic. I gave this 3.5 stars and it is 251 pages long. The next thing I read was Ignite Me by Tara Maffey. I gave this one 4 stars and it is 408 pages long. Next I read Call Me By Your Name by Andre Asman. I gave this one 5 stars, absolutely loved it, and it is 248 pages. Next I read The Weight of the Stars by Kate Ancrum. I gave this 4 stars, but might change it to a 3.5, not quite sure yet, and this is 375 pages. I then read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I don't give classics ratings generally, so I didn't rate this one, but you know, I loved it, and this is 177 pages long. I then read Bunny by Mona Awad. I gave this a 3 star, maybe 3.5, and this is 373 pages. Then I read On a Sunbee by Tilly Walden. I gave this 5 stars and it is 533 pages. And lastly, I read The Raven King by Nora Sakovic. I gave this 4.5. 4 stars? Not sure yet. I need to sit with books before I rate them, but around there. And this is 316 pages long. I could have done better, but I could have done worse. 8 books is pretty good. The past 3 reading rushes I've participated in, I only read 7, so I think I did better. I think these books were shorter though, but you know, doesn't matter. I'm proud of myself. I think I did well. In the comments, let me know how you did in this reading rush. Let me know if it went well for you, if you participated, what you read, etc. I'd love to know. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a great day. Bye!